knowing that the next Raw that's coming up the next day, I think might be that first monumental beginning of what became the Monday Night Raw after Mania. That's like the biggest show of the year on TV
Yeah.
in the Raw aspect, because that's when we really started seeing the defections and the changing tide of the Monday Night Wars. And let's get into Sean Waltman at that point, because it was right before Mania that he got his release from WCW. What was your relationship like with Sean during that time?
It was great. Look, I mentioned early on, I got 3 great friends. Uh, I should have said 4 because and I thought about that on the drive home after the last podcast because Sean Waltman's the other one. Um, Me and Sean, it was like he's from Minnesota, I'm from Georgia. It was like we were, two peas in a pod, man. We got along from the minute we met. We get along that way today. I saw him at WrestleCon and hugged his neck. Man, it's always great to see him. We pick up right where we left off every time. He's that kind of friend. And so, yeah, I had a great relationship with him and was really because he was 1, 2, 3 kid and I was the roadie. And we actually 2 year or maybe 3 years before that pay per view we just watched, me and him had a deal in Hartford, Connecticut, where we were on the outside for that Intercontinental title match between Jeff Jarrett and Razor Ramon. And so we got into it. And so, yeah, we've known each other forever. We worked at In Your House 95. Our relationship was great. And so we were excited to have him come in. And I think it was just the icing on the cake, you know?
Before we get into that Raw and the big moment we're all waiting for, let's take another quick break and we'll come back with the formation and creation of one of the most influential groups in the history of professional wrestling and the epitome of sports entertainment. We got some more questions coming from adfreeshows.com. This one coming from top guy Michael McLanahan, and he wants to know, in Road Dogg's opinion, how critical was Sean Waltman's post WrestleMania debut to the rebranding of DX? And had Sean Waltman not been available, who would you have liked to have seen take Sean's spot in DX?
Man, that's a great question. Look, I do think Sean Waltman coming, perfect. It made it perfect. Hunter's the new leader. Here we are. And here's our new guy that we're adding. And it was not only did he jump ship, but here he comes out. So there's a pop already because you know the guy, you love the guy. Then he was on the other show last week or 2 weeks ago, and now he's on our show. And it is the Monday after Mania. So yeah, I think him being here made a huge deal and was the last final straw in the cementing of holy crap, this new faction is going to be something else. As far as who I would have been in there, man. There's just nobody else. And I thought about this and when I saw it, nobody else would have fit. I mean, that's just the truth. Like it would have kiddo fit like a hand in a glove. You know what I mean? It was just meant to be. Um, so I don't know. I don't think too much. It would make me beg the question, who would you as a viewer like to see instead of X-Pac? Was there somebody there in WWE at the time? Was it somebody in WCW that could have jumped over? Like, because to me it was, I don't know. I never thought about it being anybody else. It's Kiddo. Like that's who it is. And that's the right answer.